Welcome back to Living 808. Some people swear by vitamins or things like apple cider vinegar, but what should you do to boost your immunity?
Dr. Rupi checks in with her insights on how to improve your health.
Health and immunity is so important, especially right now. So we want to check in with Dr. Rupi for Ask Dr. Rupi to find out about immunity and how we might be able to boost it. Nice to see you. Let's talk about the immune system right now, because I know it's not a simple system. It's very important.
Yes, so the immune system is actually a very complex structure of not just your organs, but also your cells. And so it's important to recognize when we talk about boosting your immunity that you're not just attacking one specific organ or one specific cell. We've got a whole almost military defense system in our bodies. And each part of that military defense system actually manages a different area. And so when we talk about immunity, it's important to see that it's different areas that we're trying to target, and that one specific thing won't work, but if we maintain a healthy body and a healthy equilibrium, we can actually boost our entire immune system.
What about things like vitamins and pills? Can those help?
So if somebody has a deficiency in a particular vitamin or a mineral, then definitely that vitamin or mineral supplement can help. Whereas when it comes to other types of vitamins and minerals, we do have to be a little cautious. There is no scientific evidence of any one particular substance that actually helps to boost the immune system. So it might be emptying out our pockets a little bit versus actually helping our immune system. That being said, there are vitamins and minerals that we can take in our food, in our diet, that can help us boost our immune system, or at least support it. So we hear a lot about vitamin C, vitamin D. Those are things that we know about. Now, I think all foods altogether, if we're able to maintain a healthy, balanced diet, is the most important, but there are ones that are a little bit higher in vitamin C, might have more antioxidants, and can actually help to support the immune system even more so. So we think about citrus fruits having a lot of vitamin C, but there are also vegetables that have a lot of vitamin C. An example would be a red bell pepper, has about 3 times the amount of vitamin C than an orange. And so when you take that into consideration, looking at the actual vitamin content, the antioxidants, vitamin D, vitamin E, things that are present in green leafy vegetables, having a very varied diet is important. But there are some that are a little bit better than others. We look at things like almonds, ginger, garlic. Those are chock full of vitamins and minerals that can help support your immune system. When we talk about fruits and vegetables, there are certain ones that might be a little bit better than others. When we look at meats, there are certain ones that might be better than others. We talk about when we have a cold, having chicken stock or chicken noodle soup. Why do we have that? Because the broth is actually full of nutrients that can help to support the immune system.
Okay, so not just an old wives' tale then too. And
no, there's actually some benefit there.
And what about the other side of the equation? Things like sleep, stress, working out, do those play a part?
Absolutely. So with immunity, boosting our immunity, maintaining a well balance throughout our entire body. We want our body to be working at the most optimal equilibrium. So maintaining not just the healthy diet, but making sure that we're exercising. 30 minutes, 5 times a week would be ideal. That's really going to help support keeping your body healthy and also help maintaining a healthy weight. Now, if you're a smoker, definitely not a good idea because that can affect your immunity negatively. We know that smokers are more prone to picking up infections. Things like sleep and minimizing stress. They've actually done research that shows that if you sleep over 8 hours a day, you're less likely to pick up a cold than somebody who's not sleeping as much. Same thing with stress. If you're not able to get rid of stress entirely, then trying to minimize it or trying to manage it definitely helps to keep your body's immune system optimal.
Well, we definitely could use doing that, especially right now. Dr. Rupi, thank you so much, as always, for all this important information. And what is your website for people who want to read more?
It's drrupi.com, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at dr.rupi. That's R-U-P-I-E.
It's always fantastic to talk with Dr. Rupi because she will, get through all the stuff that's said out there and what's medically proven, what's not, but just basically to have some good information for staying healthy. I know for myself, if I do not work out, it breaks down my immunity so quickly and I'll just pick up any type of cold.
Right. It almost also throws off your day, right? Where you're kind of like, where she said mentally, it just kind of it all connects.
Yes.
But one thing that she did mention too is ginger. My family is such a huge fan of ginger. Like whenever I catch a cold or if I feel a little TMI phlegmy, we'll put like it's like ginger crystals in some hot water, mix it around, even maybe add like some lemon and stuff.
And honey.
But it's so good. Even if anybody out there who gets motion sickness, there's ginger candies or just kind of like mincing it up and putting it in your water. That will definitely help with kind of the side effects of motion sickness.
I know.
So.
You just like you're on the Crystal Ponzi program. She carries those ginger chews like when we went out on a boat. Yeah.
Yeah, even on the Grammys, she was like, "Do you want ginger?" I'm like, "Why do you have that?"
You gotta have